I'm Russell Bridges.
I am Sean Wheeler.
In 2010, I started going to school at Boise State University. Recently graduated with a bachelor's in environmental studies with a minor in sustainability.
Well, my name's Sean Wheeler. I'm from Idaho, kind of all over Idaho. Born in Sun Valley, raised all over the state. I have a deep passion for the environment and conservation of the environment. I've had the opportunity to study environmental education for the last 4 years at Boise State, which is where I met my good buddy Russell. We found a mutual appreciation for these passions, and we've had multiple opportunities to express these passions. I think it's through this opportunity with the Leave No Trace program that we see the ability to really sharpen those opinions and share them with the rest of the world.
I can contribute a go-get-em attitude.
How long have we known each other, Russ?
We have known each other for, this summer will be
4 years?
4 years.
Wow, I was thinking 3 up until just then. 4 years.
Yeah. And in that time, we've camped together, we've hiked together, we
Studied together.
cried together.
Oh boy, well that's college for you.
Well, I'm Russell Bridges, and I want to thank you for this opportunity. And I hope I am able to show you my strengths and work with you in this next year.
Yeah, and I'm Sean Wheeler, and really just looking forward to meeting you guys soon. Pictures up, people. Pictures up. Russell right there.
Take it away, Russell.
All right, are you rolling?
It's on.
Tell us where you're from, man.
My name is Russell Bridges. I grew up in Maine, and I'm a veteran. I was in the Air Force for 7 years, weapons loader, and I traveled the world. And then in 2010, I started going to school at Boise State University. Recently graduated with a bachelor's in environmental studies with a minor in sustainability. Once this job opportunity showed up, my buddy Sean and I thought we knew it's the best opportunity. It's a good opportunity for us, and it's a good opportunity for me as an individual, and it's a good opportunity for the Leave No Trace program because I feel strongly about it, and that's.
What do you think the thing that you can contribute to the program is?
I can contribute a go-get-em attitude and a love for the environment and a love for teaching and a love for travel and communicating with people and educating, using my knowledge that I just learned in college to help people live in a more environmentally friendly way.
How important do you think education is in the role of conservation?
I think it's very important. When I was growing up, I didn't know much about conservation at all. I had no idea. I was a big litterer, and didn't have any respect for the environment. And I think with the education that I've learned so far, it's changed me and hopefully had some involvement in changing the earth. And I think that a lot of people can benefit from the education of knowing more about the earth and how it works.
Sure.
And how we interact with it.
How do you see this opportunity being able to change your future?
I think this opportunity could alter, not, hold on.
Oh, yeah. Take it again.
Retake.
What do you think this will do for your future, man?
I think this opportunity could really expand my horizons and expand my knowledge of Leave No Trace living, because I've done some research on it just recently since this job was available, and I know that it's a good motivator of life-changing living habits, and
Sure.
that, I mean, it's going to be very beneficial for me, and I haven't really answered that question yet, but it'll be very beneficial for me.
Like, where do you see yourself in a year from now?
Well, hopefully driving a Subaru
Good answer.
with my buddy Sean.
How about 5 years from now?
5 years, I see myself building sustainable homes. I've had a passion for reclaimed building materials and using those to make a nice living structure. Tiny homes, cob homes, earthen structures. I have a passion for that, so I see myself as hopefully either having my own company or working with a small local company.
Okay. Get away.
Well, my name's Sean Wheeler. I'm from Idaho, kind of all over Idaho. Born in Sun Valley, raised all over the state. I have a deep passion for the environment and conservation of the environment. I've had the opportunity to study environmental education for the last 4 years at Boise State, which is where I met my good buddy Russell. We found a mutual appreciation for these passions, and we've had multiple opportunities to express these passions. I think it's through this opportunity with the Leave No Trace program that we see the ability to really sharpen those opinions and share them with the rest of the world.
And what's your experience with environmental education?
You know, I've had a little bit of experience with, let's see, I've had some opportunity. No, that's not really it.
I've had a lot of opportunities.
I've had some opportunity. Let's see, how do I want to talk about that? I've had multiple opportunities to teach in the past in environmental subjects. While at the university, I was the tutor for the Geography and Environmental Studies department, where I had the chance to speak about these subjects with folks that not necessarily have the same level of interest that we do. Yeah.
That's
Let's
good.
go.
Yeah, we'll keep going.
Okay.
Do we want to talk about directly some of our projects?
Sure. Yeah.
So,
What kind of projects have you done? Yeah, we haven't talked about the organization yet. So,
maybe we can touch on.
and there's more shooting too. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, maybe jump in real quick. Grab a smoke. Let's see. Well, maybe
Yeah,
I'd say.
Hang on one second. Okay, it's on.
Should we just chit chat?
I think so, a little bit. I think, should we try an introduction again?
Sure.
Together?
Yeah.
Right. Hello, Subaru Leave No Trace program. This is Russell Bridges. I'm Sean Wheeler. We thank you guys for this opportunity to send this video in and show our passion for the environment. We're standing here right now on a river that is both very important, very passionate subject for both Russell and I. It's the Boise River. It runs right through the middle of our hometown right here in Boise, Idaho. And it kind of really represents the way we interact with the environment right here in the city of Boise. Really, in a lot of ways, it's the lifeblood.
Yeah, it has a green belt here that is frequently used by a lot of Boise residents, and I'm a bicycle commuter right now, so I take the green belt a lot, going to and from school, to my house, and yeah. So Sean and I, when we after the first year that we had met,
About 3 years ago, probably.
started a student organization on campus, the Student Environmental Management Association, and with that association we added members and officers, and we ran the student club as an environmental conscious effort to improve education of the environment through students, because a lot of people on Boise State, there isn't really an avenue for environmental education, and we started our organization and we did some volunteer work, and we'll show you an area that we repaired, a riparian zone that we tried to
Bring back to life, so to say.
help out.
So, in the creation of SEMA, let's see it. You kind of just brought up a point that I'd never really thought about, which is very true. When we created this particular student organization, it really became an opportunity for a large group of like-minded students like ourselves to really engage in the environment, as much a learning experience as anything.
And engage in the community.
Yeah.
Like, get a name out there and have an opportunity to try to make people aware of the environment.
You know, and I think the tangibles that we take away from that experience was just the understanding of how these sort of activities really undergo and what it takes to make these things happen. And we had the opportunity through the Student Association to plan multiple volunteer trips, coordinate large groups of students. One, which is my favorite, one of my favorite projects we worked on was the tree planting, the Bitterbrush tree planting, where we actually ended up renting a zip car to help get us down there. And we brought 12 students from Boise State, and we were part of a 300-person volunteer day that planted, was it 30,000 plants?
30,000 plants.
That overall planting, 30,000 plants, and it was the replant of a critical deer winter range that had burnt in a range fire 2 years prior. So that was a pretty rewarding experience.
Yeah, that was nice. We've all, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, away.
So Russ and I bring a combination of probably unique tools to this particular program, and these are the tools that I think we are going to be able to offer you as help. And it's really our energy and our interest that is really more of a passion for the environment than anything else. And the key about that passion is it's something that we share, and it's something that we've had the opportunity to talk about multiple times. And we engage in it on the same level. And I think the greatest thing that we can offer you guys is the ability and the willingness and really the desire to express that same passion with the rest of the country.
What do you see yourself doing in 5 years?
In 5 years, after this particular experience is over and I take a little bit of rest and try not to sit in a car for a little while, I'd like to see myself ending up in a career in environmental education. I used to think that there are other avenues that you could really be impactful, and there are. But right now I believe that it's the education that's really going to allow that cultural and generational change towards the more conservative United States and then world community.
And tell us a little bit about this zone here, this riparian area. Let me try that again.
We're standing here on
Hold
the
on,
Boise River.
Hold on, let me try that one more
Oh,
time.
yeah.
So tell us a little bit about this riparian zone here.
Where we're standing is right here on the Boise River that cuts right in the middle of Boise, Idaho. And the reason we picked this particular spot is Russ and I have had multiple opportunities to have some volunteer projects right here. What the city of Boise is trying to do is they're trying to expand this riparian zone. And what you don't see behind you off camera is a park, and it's a busy place. We're right in the middle of the city. And so all this runoff just ends up right in this water supply. What this project did that was so unique is it allowed us to come out here, do our service, but we did it in a way that we were able to see people all day long and have these conversations about what we were doing. Folks are always curious when people are standing around smiling with a shovel in their hand, and they would come and ask why you were doing this. And everybody would take the time to listen and learn. The most interesting part was the folks that really didn't know what was going on were the ones that developed the most interest as we were telling them about the story. You want to answer that same question?
You guys want to say, or you can introduce yourself again? Or?
Are you on?
I got a question for Russ.
What's up?
If when we get this job and we're out there on the road,
Uh-huh.
what do you think is going to be the most challenging part of it for us? And then, what do you think is going to be, the most rewarding part for us?
Okay. I think the most challenging part,
Sitting this close to each other in the car for a year?
no, I think it's gonna be just remembering our. You're not gonna get that audio. We're in the city.
We're in the city.
But I just don't know how the audio is. Okay. I think that the most challenging part is going to be keeping our motivation throughout the entire year. I mean, I've never done anything like this before, and I can see it as getting to be kind of a taxing deal. But just remembering our goals, remembering our motivation, remembering what we're doing, and how we're positively influencing people's perspective of the environment and the way they camp, the way they live in the wilderness. I think our ability to do that will keep us going. But I think our one challenge could be just, kind of getting burnt out, I guess would be the best way to put it. But then the most rewarding part of it is definitely going to be keeping that motivation and being able to continue to communicate with everyone about what we're doing and what's good for the earth.
Yeah, I don't think I couldn't agree more. It's that's the fun of the job, though. You read about it. It's going to be fun, and it's romantic and things like this. But it's going to be a challenge. I was just thinking about that particular challenge, and it could be. But I think the trick to that is it's kind of what we've talked about, and those goals are just going to have to be malleable,
Yeah.
I think the goals that you start with are going to have to change.
Okay.
Conversation.
Hey, good.
How long have we known each other, Russ?
We have known each other for this summer will be
4 years.
4 years.
Wow, I was thinking 3 up until just then. 4 years.
Yeah. And in that time, we've camped together, we've hiked together, we
Studied together.
cried together.
Oh boy, well that's college for you. Experienced the entire university, experienced it.
Yeah.
But we've also done some volunteer work together.
Yep. We've done some organizing, some good. Yeah. We're actually about to become roommates. I'm moving in with Sean.
We figured we'd start this early. What was your favorite what was your favorite service project we ever got a chance to do?
My favorite service project was the bitter brush planting. That was fun. It was a good time to connect and see you outside of, or interact with you outside of the classroom environment.
Right.
That was fun. I think that was our first time doing a volunteer project together. It was great.
Forgot about the camera there for a second. I don't know.
What do you think our strengths are as a team?
Our strengths, Russ and I's strengths as a team. Well, I think we bring a particular level of fearlessness to the table that's probably unique. Very ambitious, but we're very competitive in a good way. And I think those particular experiences has shown for us to be successful. We've used that same recipe to succeed at other, maybe less extensive, but similar opportunities. Fearlessness. What do you think our strengths are as a team?
Our connection as people. When I first met Sean, we were hanging out, having a beer, and we were discussing our lives growing up, and they were very similar. I told him, we're brothers. That's how close of a similar upbringing we've had, because we similar, like I said, similar experiences, but different in our own way. I mean, I was in the military for a while, so I have that training, and I don't know where I was going with that.
No, I think that's where, I think you're right though, and we're on the same sheet of music from the start of things.
Yeah.
For the most part, we have our differences, but it's
Very similar in character.
yeah.
That's a
There's got to be something there.
That's a take.
There's got to be something there.
Yeah.
How about
Okay.
a stand and a smile? Maybe a steal, like a fade in, fade out. Maybe
Okay.
one of these.
I'm gonna have to fade in.
close up.
Okay.
I'm Russell Bridges.
I am Sean Wheeler.
Let me go. I don't wanna be your hero. I don't wanna be a big man. I just wanna fight with everyone else. Your masquerade. I don't wanna be a part of your parade. Everyone deserves a chance to walk with everyone else while holding